Wix. It's where website creation meets AI, and where your boldest ideas become real. It just takes one platform to build a site that looks great and does everything you need it to. And it just takes one person, you, to start taking care of business like a 10-person team. With AI tools for creating an entire website from scratch or testing new ways to make money, Wix is there with you from day one. Try it out now at Wix.com.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Fringe
Limits. Still no.
No,
No.
I like it.
That makes one of us.
Yeah. But it makes
Not
us feel
sure our
so good.
viewers, our listeners, whatever they're called. All 10 of them.
It's suicidal. I think that's what they're called.
No.
No? All right. Sorry. All right, ladies. How have you guys been?
I've been sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can
herpes?
tell from my voice.
No, but I could tell from the cold sore in your mouth. The herpes again?
Frank, shut up. Such a
mean.
turd burglar.
I know. I'm sorry. You know, I'm funny to some and not to others, and I'm okay with this.
You know
Two,
that.
and the rest are a no.
Right.
Only Steve thinks you're funny.
Oh, Steve
And Brian.
And
and
Brian.
Wilson
Oh, yeah.
Wilson.
Okay,
Yeah,
3.
I got 3.
That's 30% of
only-
our listeners.
I know. Not only am I funny to Wilson, he thinks I'm hot.
He hasn't actually
Brian doesn't
seen
really
you.
listen by Brian doesn't count.
What's
So it's
that?
only 20%.
Who doesn't know?
Brian doesn't listen.
I thought he did.
Remember, he hasn't listened past episode 5.
My goodness.
I know.
Oh,
Good supporter of a husband, right?
oh
We
sorry.
need to stop
my
giving him
wife.
shout outs then.
Yeah, done. No,
Oh no, we can keep doing it and keep insulting him and he would never know.
no, that's true.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, I'd rather make him feel bad. I like it. So,
Mm.
Miss Lynette, how are you?
Yeah, busy.
Yeah.
Just every day is go, go, go. I think yesterday we dug like 20 holes in the ground to plant trees and flowers and bushes and stuff like that. And I forgot today was our anniversary, so oops. I'm spending it with you guys instead of him.
That's awesome. I mean,
Nice.
rightfully so.
I mean, who celebrates 6? 6 years,
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's not a milestone.
It's really the 8th year you should celebrate, because if you can get past the 7th, because isn't that the
proverbial itch?
Yeah, the 7-year itch, you know?
I guess.
I mean,
Okay. So in 2 years, I'll do something.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Besides
so,
work in the garage.
Yeah. So my next big one will be not this year, but next year, because this year will be my 14th. So it's the double itch.
What's that commercial? Itch, itch, itch,
Yeah.
itch.
So, all right. Well, that's great, ladies.
How about you? How's your week been?
Oh, it's been nuts. It's been super, super busy. I'm still training sales reps on the new platform that we did. And it just takes a lot of time and patience. Luckily,
Neither of which you have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then I came home Friday night and my dog had a big accident. He has diarrhea.
Gross.
So he has, so we've been trying to keep an eye on him, but we haven't been able to catch him poop. So today we went out to lunch with my aunt and cousin, and we came back and he had another accident.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, so I rushed out because we got back at 5. We had a late lunch, and I'm like, I gotta run out.
That's
real quick.
dinner. That's
No,
like the latest lunch
No,
you could possibly never have.
We went to Fat Rosie's at 2, so we got there at 2.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
started
yeah.
lunch at 5. I'm
Oh,
like,
no,
you
we
ate
got-
dinner.
Yeah,
I
you're
was like,
right.
that's
No,
yeah, that
no. So
Yeah.
Missy and I got there at 1, and I had. By the time everyone showed up, I was ordering my 3rd margarita. So
A spicy one?
margaritas. I love frozen.
Oh
Those
my
are
God, you're so lame.
I am a basic bitch with margaritas.
let's say you're
I am.
definitely a basic bitch.
Yeah, but I had 2 strawberries and a mango.
You,
So,
you should have done a swirl.
you know what? I'm not sure if they did swirls.
I thought they did.
Maybe. I just didn't ask. I was too busy just drinking.
Well, get a
Slurping.
swirl next time.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
your pup is better. I didn't mean to say it
Yeah.
was gross. I just don't like that word.
What word?
Diarrhea.
Yeah, ew.
Oh.
It's just a
Well-
gross word.
Well, you know what? You know where he always has his accidents?
Right there in the studio.
Exactly. So
Oh,
not
fun.
only, yeah, not only did I
Glad
have to,
we're remote today.
right. I had to clean that up, and then I had to run out and get him chicken and rice. So
She went to Popeyes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Love your chicken from Popeyes. Do 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 do.
No.
No.
Yeah. Well, good try.
All right. Well, stupid ways to die, right?
Yeah.
Who wants to take the lead on this? Or you know what? I'll take the lead. I got a good one. So, Robert Overacre had good intentions, but they sadly weren't enough to save him. In 1995, Overacre wanted to raise awareness about homelessness. To do so, he equipped a jet ski with an improvised rocket booster and tried to shoot over Niagara Falls. He also included a parachute to ease his descent. It's unclear whether the rocket part worked or not. Either way, the main issue was the parachute, which Overacre had neglected to attach to himself. When he went over
my
the
God.
falls, it fluttered away, leaving him to plunge to a watery death.
Oh my gosh. There are so many stupid deaths with
All right.
Niagara. Like, why won't people
Yes.
just leave it alone?
Right.
I
mean,
almost
the
did a
people in the
Niagara one
barrels.
too, so that's insane. Yeah, barrels.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
Who puts yourself
That's
in a
awesome.
barrel anyway? That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like a horrific way to go.
Oh, agreed.
Too claustrophobic.
Well, they don't seal themselves in it. I think they leave the top
I know,
open.
but just the fact that like you still can't like stretch your limbs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe they do close the top.
I was gonna say they would probably close it to hopefully float back up.
Yeah, maybe they
And
would.
make sure that the water doesn't get in so they drown. It's
Well, I mean,
that'd
they're
be
dying
another
anyway.
stupid way.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
mean-
definitely would suffocate even if it was airtight.
Yeah, I mean, they're dying. Like as soon as you have that idea pop in your head, you should just know I'm going to die.
God, people.
So yeah, that was that made me giggle because he tried to shoot put a rocket on himself and shoot it over Niagara
Was he
Falls.
trying to fundraise? Is that essentially
Yes.
like I was like
Yeah.
trying to figure out how homelessness awareness and rockets go together?
Right, I don't know, but I don't know.
Genius.
So jet ski, rocket, those go together.
Yeah. It just sounds like someone with too much money and time on their hands. You
Pretty
should have
much.
just
Good.
built a shelter.
Yeah, it's like that submarine a couple years ago with
Oh, yeah.
that imploded. They were using a PlayStation controller to control it.
Oh, my gosh. Video games
So-
are not real, people.
No,
People
that was-
smart.
I just feel bad for the kid. There was wasn't there 2 kids or just one teenager? It's like a 17 or 18-year-old.
Oh, I don't remember. I thought the kids went earlier and then the dad went again.
I think the dad took his 17-year-old though.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just felt bad. So, all right.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, let's do a Bree sandwich because since you and I both have Niagara Falls, we'll let Bree go next.
Oh, no, I didn't do a Niagara, but
you
that's okay.
didn't.
But go
I thought
ahead,
you
Bree.
said you
We can
did.
still sandwich you.
All right, yeah. Let's
Hey,
sandwich.
he is
Pastrami. Pastrami, peanut butter
The
jelly.
roast beef.
Not when you say it.
All right, Bree. Who died stupidly?
All right. So this is another last name I probably won't be able to pronounce correctly, so bear with me. In the early 1900s, Paris-based tailor Franz Richelt or some yeah, claimed to have invented a wearable parachute. He believed in his invention so much that, in fact, that he sought to test it out by leaping off the Eiffel Tower. On February 4th, 1912, despite prior tests with dummies yielding unsuccessful results and warnings from his.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Your business is one of a kind, so your website should be too. With Wix, it's easy. Almost too easy to create a website that's perfectly yours. Just tell AI what kind of site you want to build or choose from thousands of templates. Change whatever you want, whenever you want, and get everything you need to start running your business your way. No matter what you sell or what you aspire to be, you can do it all yourself on Wix.
KPMG makes the difference by creating value, like developing strategic insights that help drive M&A success and embedding AI solutions into your business to sustain competitive advantage, or deploying tech-enabled audits to deliver more accurate and transparent outcomes. Brighter insights, bolder solutions, better outcomes. It's how KPMG makes the difference every day. KPMG. Make the difference.
Need to restock inventory, cover seasonal dips, or manage payroll? OnDeck's small business line of credit provides immediate access to funds, up to $200,000, exactly when your business needs it. With flexible draws, transparent pricing, and full control over repayment, you can tackle unexpected expenses without missing a beat. Apply today at ondeck.com, and funds could be available as soon as tomorrow. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans and amounts subject to lender approval.
Franz, not to be a dummy himself, Franz leapt off the tower's first platform wearing his parachute suit. The parachute failed to deploy, and he plummeted to nearly 200 feet to his death. The entire thing was actually filmed, and it was said to be the first death caught on camera.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, at
So-
least maybe he's memorialized that way. Oh, the French.
Is there a plaque? That would be
Gross. I was
amazing.
there, and there was somebody who died there. Ooh.
Do you think people were close to like the splash zone?
Ew. Like Gallagher with watermelons?
Exactly.
Ew.
Exactly. Oh, we
Yikes.
Missy and I went to a Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. It was O, which is
Yeah.
the water one, and we
Mhm.
sat in the splash zone. I'm like,
Did
this
you get-
sucks.
Did you get soaked?
I got a little wet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
I
mean, it
saw
wasn't
that
bad.
show too. Once you get over the stadium or the arena or whatever you want to call it being humid, it's a good
Mhm.
show. But
Yeah,
you walk
it
in and
is.
you're like, ugh, you're walking into a swimming pool.
Right. Yeah, but it was a good show. I agree.
Yeah, that
So-
one's been running a long time.
Yeah,
That's worth seeing.
it is. So people go watch O if you like
Oh,
Cirque du Soleil. Oh.
yeah.
All right.
right.
Miss Lynette.
Yep.
You're
Okay.
the other side of the bun.
Yeah. So mine also involves an invention since all three of these just don't invent things, people. Just Get your patents first. Okay, so in 1886, alarm clocks as we know them today didn't actually exist. So this gentleman by the name of Samuel Wardell, he was a lamplighter for the city of New York. Those were the people obviously run around and light those kerosene lamps. We now obviously have street lights and stuff now, but people used to manually light those. So he needed to be at work before dawn, and so he invented his own method for waking up. So he wired an actual alarm clock to a shelf near his bed, which he had a heavy weight on it. And at the right time, the shelf would fall and the weight would crash loudly to the floor, and that would wake him up. Well, sadly, he got drunk one Christmas night. He set his alarm and, or he was showing his alarm clock off to his guests for his Christmas party. And when he put everything back in place, he was a little too wasted and his measurements were off. So the next morning when the weight fell, it crashed on his head and it killed him.
That's awesome.
So New York was dark on Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. Do you know what that means?
That's when families would box up their leftover foods for the servants and everything.
Is it?
That's what I learned in Australia and New Zealand, who celebrate it.
Oh, I think Canada's Boxing Day is when people move. So they box up their stuff.
I don't think that's true.
That's what I heard. I could be wrong.
Some 100%. Canadians were lying to you to make you sound silly. Sillier. Sorry, correct myself.
Canada? Are you guys doing this to me?
Canada.
I mean, it sounds like something my grandpa would do. Would just pronounce a word wrong or tell you something, and then when you say it in public, you look like a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, it was like what I was told was like all the wealthy families, they would celebrate their Christmas holiday, and they would have all these feasts, and they'd have all this leftover food, and that was the one time that the wealthy families shared their wares,
their wealth,
their num-nums with the staff.
They're way too much money.
But today, Boxing Day is just like another Black Friday. It's a super insane shopping, bonkers crowds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah. And
do they get the crazy crowds like we do? People stomping each other.
It wasn't violent, but it was well, at least when I was there, it was packed. There's people everywhere, but no atrocities. No other dumb ways to die. Standing in line, waiting for a TV.
Yeah, pretty much. Getting stabbed. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, what are we talking about today?
Don't invent things. Sorry.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
I know. Moral of the story, I just want to reiterate it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll be on our podcast.
This is true. You will be on our podcast. So, yeah, today, what are we talking about, Bree? I think it's the Radium Girls.
I was going to say random, and that's why I was like...
The Random Girls.
The Random Girls? Hey, I like those too. That's fine.
It's like, hey, I have to get away from my face. Hey, you gotta give me a second. Oh, yeah. No, it's not random.
It's random. I just, I like random
It's
girls.
in front of my face now.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right, so today's tale is about the Radium Girls. The tale is not just about mystery or crime, but a real-life horror story of industrial negligence and human suffering. We're stepping into a crypt of corporate horror, a tale so ghastly it could only be born from the darkest corners of human greed. Imagine, if you will, the early 20th century, an era when science promised miracles and one element, radium, who was hailed as the elixir of life. But in the shadows of this glowing promise, a nightmare was brewing, one that would leave its victims not just in the dark, but glowing with death. We're talking about the Radium Girls, young women whose dreams of a bright future were snuffed out by the very substance they were told was safe. They painted watch dials with a substance that made them glow. Literally, at what cost? Their bones turned brittle, their jaws rotted away, and their bodies betrayed them in the most horrific ways. But here's the kicker. The real hook. They'll keep you listening. These women didn't just suffer, they fought back. Against all odds, against the might of industry giants who denied them justice, they stood up. Their fight wasn't just for themselves, but for every worker, every human, whose life might be deemed expendable for profit. So buckle up, because today we're not just telling you a story. We're unearthing a grave of corporate sin. Do you think corporations sin?
Corporation's the devil.
The devil.
Well, money's the devil.
You the devil.
I am a demon.
Cypress.
You guys want to take a look at my tail?
You.
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right, we'll delve into the lives of these brave souls, the gruesome details of their decay, and the chilling legal battles that followed. You might think you know horror, but the Radium Girls, they're the kind of horror that glows in the dark. And trust me, you won't be able to look away. Stay with us, because after this, you might start seeing the world in a whole new, darker light, as this story is about to light up your darkest fears.
Dun dun dun.
In the early 1920s, a group of young women in Connecticut, New Jersey, and Illinois were employed by the United States Radium Corporation to paint radium-tipped watch dials. Here, in these factories, young women, often no older than teenagers, are hired for what seems like a dream job. The factories themselves are a paradox of light and dark. During the day, they're bustling with activity, the hum of machinery blending with the chatter of hopeful workers. But at night, the true nature of the place reveals itself. The walls, floors, even the air are tinged with an eerie glow, a silent testament to the radium dust that permeates every surface. These women, these Radium Girls, are instructed to use their lips to shape their brushes to a fine point. Lip, dip, paint, they're taught, a mantra that would seal their fate. The process is simple, yet deadly. They dip their camel hair brushes into a mixture of radium, zinc sulfide, and glue. Then, to maintain a fine point, they put the brush in their mouths, licking off the excess paint. This wasn't just a technique, it was a ritual, one that ensured the radium entered their bodies with every stroke. The rooms where they worked were dimly lit, making the glow of the radium paint even more pronounced. The paint itself was luminous green, almost otherworldly, giving the dials an ethereal quality. So would you guys do that?
Like, in my head, I wouldn't, but if I was so desperate to, like, get money, maybe?
Yeah.
You know, like, back in that time, like,
Yeah,
you're looking for money.
Yeah, but I don't think they also knew the danger of radium yet.
Right, but, like, having to, like, this in my head, like, without knowing the dangers, but, like, having to look something with all these different, like, chemicals to make my body glow? Is that what I'm getting right? Like, the whole purpose of this?
No, the purpose is to
Right?
paint the watch faces so the watch faces would glow.
So you know
Okay.
the hands on your watch that you can tell the time in the dark? That's what the new technology, if you want to call it, that was coming out. Because back then you had to hold your pocket watch or your wristwatch or whatever up to a candle or light a lamp.
Yeah, so they would use a brush to paint the little fine hands. So in order to have not a lot of paint on, they would lick some off. So they would dip, and then put in their mouth to take a little bit of off to be able to
That's what people used to do with ink pens.
Yeah.
And Egyptians did that with lapis lazuli. They would crush up the stone, which made that really bright blue cerulean color, and that's how they painted things. So it's an old method, but they're using a new product, if you will.
Yeah. So the brushes they used were delicate, requiring precision. This precision, however, came at the cost of their health, as the radium was ingested with each lick. There was a sense of camaraderie among these women. They'd often paint their nails, teeth, and even their faces with the glowing paint, turning themselves into living, breathing works of art that glowed in the dark. This playful act was seen as harmless fun, a way to cope with the monotony of their work. They didn't
So,
know. Yeah.
yeah, they didn't know, but they did seem to. It says right there they actually did. They also thought it was fun making themselves glow.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I guess if you're a teenager, it's like the yay.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, did you ever crack open a glow stick?
Yes.
Nope.
No?
Really?
Oh, yeah. I did. I ripped it open with my teeth and I got it in my mouth.
Yep. I did the exact same thing.
You know what this reminded me of? Like just today when people still are sucking up helium because it makes their voice high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes her voice really high.
Jesus Christ. Lynette has a new
Please can we have
toy.
fun with this?
I have a new toy. Thanks for setting me up with that one. That was like perfect.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
You're welcome.
All right. So they didn't know. How could they? They were told radium was safe, beneficial even. Newspapers sang its praises. Health tonics promised vigor. Beauty products claimed eternal youth. Radium water, radium chocolate, radium-infused underwear. The market was flooded with products promising health and vitality. But beneath this veneer of progress, a silent killer was at work. Really? Like radium underwear?
You're like, I want to buy some.
I mean,
you're like, where do I find those?
Yeah, if my nether regions would glow in the dark, that would be amazing.
Be like, Missy, can you see me?
Yeah, pretty much. She would not have an excuse. She goes, you could now see it. Just turn the lights off.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
can she really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, even if it's a little bit, she'll
binoculars,
see like
no,
not if it's glow in the dark.
Yeah, well, if it's a
She'll
tiny
see
little
the
speck
of light. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, what do you like, a little anglerfish? What the hell?
Well, listen, I don't promise anything when we got married, so.
Well, that was smart.
I listen.
No false advertisement here.
No, I know who I am, and most importantly, I know who I'm not. So, yeah. So, radium was marketed as a wonder element. Ads showed glowing testimonials with people claiming improved health and vitality from radium exposure. One famous advertisement featured a man drinking radium water, suggesting it could cure everything from fatigue to impotence. Oh, look at that. I'm going to go get some radium water.
There you go. Tell me how it tastes.
So give it a shot.
Yeah. The factories were often described as magical places where workers could literally see their work in the dark. This sense of wonder masked the deadly reality. The women would often paint their nails, teeth, and even their faces with the glowing paint, turning themselves into living, breathing works of art that glowed in the dark. This playful act was seen as harmless fun, a way to cope with the monotony of their work. At the time, the scientific community was still in the early stages of understanding radiation. The dangers of radium were not widely recognized, and even when suspicions arose, they were often dismissed or downplayed by the companies. Radium became a symbol of modernity and progress. It was featured in beauty products, with women applying radium-infused creams and powders, believing they were enhancing their beauty. There were even radium spas where people would bathe in radium water for health benefits. The craze for radium extended beyond health and beauty. It was used in toys like glowing marbles for children and in home decor items like clocks and compasses. This widespread use further normalized radium in everyday life, making its dangers even harder to recognize. Okay, so this is just weird to me, like this, the radium being used in so many different ways. Like, I wonder, like, where they got the information that it could heal you.
I think it was just, think about all the marketing scams that we deal with today. Like, this toothpaste will make your teeth whiter, and this will make your hair grow longer, and, and it's really just, I mean, use this rhinoceros horn for vitality. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or like apple cider vinegar cures all.
Well, it does.
Or in at Big Fat Greek Wedding, Windex.
Windex.
Real quick, Lynette thinks it does. So bad example.
It cures everything except for heartburn. It just causes heartburn. Yeah, well, maybe it fixes that.
You think so?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Take a couple shots of that too with your
Yeah.
radium water and
Yeah,
let me know.
I'm going to just do a shot after shot of different
Yeah,
stuff.
and then call me in the morning. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a doctor.
Well, if it wakes up before me, then it works.
Yeah.
All right. So companies like the United States Radium Corporation actively promoted the safety of radium. They provided their workers with literature praising the health benefits of radium exposure, even encouraging them to ingest it for its supposed rejuvenating properties. It started subtly. A toothache here, a jaw swelling, but these weren't ordinary ailments. The radium didn't just glow, it decayed. It ate away at their bones, turning their jaws into crumbling ruins. Imagine the horror of feeling your face disintegrate from the inside, your teeth falling out like rotten wood, your jawbone exposed, glowing in the dark, like some macabre Halloween decoration. The first signs were often dismissed as dental issues. Women would complain of persistent pain, loose teeth, and sores in their mouth. These symptoms were initially treated with dental procedures, which only exacerbated the problem. Doctors unfamiliar with radium's effects often misdiagnosed these symptoms. Some thought it was syphilis or other common diseases of the time, leading to treatments that were not only ineffective but sometimes harmful. Over time, the effects became more pronounced. Women experienced anemia, fatigue, and bone fractures. Their bodies were literally falling apart from the inside out. With radium causing necrosis of the jaw, known as phossy jaw, due to its similarity to phosphorus poisoning. You know, I once knew a girl named Phossy Jaw.
Of course you did.
This was perhaps the most horrific symptom. The jawbone would begin to decay, leading to severe pain, swelling, and eventual disintegration of the bone. Teeth would loosen and fall out, often with pus-filled sores developing in the mouth. Surgical intervention was often
That's another word I
necessary.
hate, just for the record.
What, pus?
Yeah.
Pus.
It's the worst word.
Really?
It's the worst.
Okay.
So pus and diarrhea.
Yep.
What was that, Brie?
Pus.
Stop it.
Diarrhea.
Stop it.
Yes. So surgical intervention was often necessary, but due to the radioactive nature of the bone, healing was nearly impossible. Chronic exposure led to severe anemia. The radium affected the bone marrow, reducing the body's ability to produce red blood cells, leading to extreme fatigue, pallor, and weakness. Radium would replace calcium in the bones, making them brittle and prone to spontaneous fractures. Even minor movements could result in broken bones, which were slow to heal due to the radioactive damage. Skin exposed to radium would develop lesions, ulcers, and burns. These would often become cancerous over time, with the skin glowing eerily in the dark. Inhaling radium dust led to lung problems, including fibrosis and increased risk of lung cancer. Coughing up blood was not uncommon. Over time, the radium would affect the entire body. Symptoms included hair loss, nausea, vomiting, and severe weight loss. The immune system would weaken, making victims susceptible to infections. Prolonged exposure significantly increased the risk of various cancers, particularly bone sarcomas, leukemia, and cancers of the head and neck due to the concentration of radium in these areas. Though less common, some experienced neurological issues like headaches, dizziness, and cognitive impairment as radium affected the brain and nervous system. Radium ingestion led to ulcers, gastrointestinal bleeding, and severe abdominal pain. There were reports of miscarriages, stillbirths, and congenital anomalies among the children of exposed women, though this was less documented due to the social stigma of the time. When these women sought help, they were met with disbelief. Doctors initially puzzled were soon silenced by company officials who denied any link to radium. It's just a coincidence, they'd say, a case of hysteria among the female workers. But the truth was far more sinister. The companies knew. They had studies, they had evidence, but they chose profit over human life. Like, just for the time that was, yeah, women are just crazy. They don't know what they're talking about, right? It's so stupid.
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 I just hate the word hysteria too. I'm just going to add that to the book for different reasons because of it's only used in female
which word?
connotation. So that hysteria. It's not a gross word, but
Oh, hysteria. Gotcha.
yeah. Oh, you didn't hear what I said. Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's just used as a derogatory thing for women. That's where it came from. Yeah.
Yes, mostly targeted towards women, which is so stupid.
Mhm.
I love women. Can I just say that officially? I love women, and I haven't said this in a long time, but I do think that women are the better of the two sexes.
Thank you for acknowledging that
Yes.
on behalf of all women here.
2. The number is 2.
Yeah, well.
All right. I just wanted to get that off the plate because I haven't said it in a while, and I feel as though I need to because
You're just giggling.
Because you guys aren't praised enough. You guys are just not praised enough.
We're really not.
No, I know. You guys bring life to the world. Think about
True.
that. We
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. We men, all we do is just dump in you over and over and over. And you women take a pounding and then bring forth life. That's beautiful.
It's one way to define beauty.
Beautiful words.
You're welcome.
They're going to write that in your epitaph one day.
Oh, I hope so. All right. The company is aware of the dangers, actively suppressed information. They conducted studies, but kept the results secret, ensuring that the public and even the workers remained in the dark. Women were often told that their symptoms were psychosomatic or due to poor hygiene. This gaslighting was a tactic to shift blame away from the radium exposure. There was immense pressure not to speak out. Workers were threatened with job loss or blacklisting if they raised concerns. The societal norms of the time also played a role, where women's complaints were often not taken seriously. Even as evidence mounted, public opinion was slow to change. The radium industry had a strong lobby, and the media often portrayed these women as complainers or troublemakers, further isolating them. Estimated that around 4,000 women worked as radium dial painters in the United States and Canada. Here are a few of their stories. Grace Fryer. She filed a suit in 1927. So Grace Fryer, for instance, born on March 14th, 1899 in Orange, New Jersey, and one of 11 children. She became an emblematic figure in the fight against industrial negligence during the early 20th century. Grace was one of many young women employed by the United States Radium Corporation to paint watch dials with luminous paint containing radium with the lip dip paint method, inadvertently ingesting radium with every stroke. By the mid-1920s, Grace began experiencing severe health issues. Initially, like many of her colleagues, she faced dental problems, which escalated into what was gruesomely termed radium jaw, a condition where the jawbone disintegrates due to radium decay. This was just the beginning. Anemia, bone fractures, and eventually cancer were common outcomes. Once a vibrant young woman full of life, she was now facing her own mortality with a decaying jaw. Despite her deteriorating health, she became one of the key figures in the lawsuit against the company. Her family was political, with Grace's father a union rep, and Grace herself speaking publicly about her enthusiasm for voting. Grace was highly intelligent and extremely capable and became the driving force behind the 5 New Jersey girls who famously filed suit against the United States Radium Corporation in 1927. Amelia Molly Magia was born on December 21st, 1896 in Orange, New Jersey. Molly was one of several sisters in her family, born into a time when employment opportunities for women were limited. Her job at the United States Radium Corporation in Orange, New Jersey was seen as a grand opportunity for her to help her family. Molly worked at the USRC along with 5 of her 6 sisters, Luis, Albina, Quinta, Irma, and Josephine. Molly's first symptoms was a toothache, which escalated into radium jaw. This was followed by severe anemia, bone fractures, and eventually cancer. Molly was the first of hundreds of women to suffer from the long-term medical effects of radium exposure. and the first reported fatality. On her death certificate, it originally listed that she died of syphilis. Molly died at the age of 25 years old on September 12th, 1922. That is horrible.
100%.
So sad.
Yeah. And it keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Catherine Wolfe Donahue, born on February 4th, 1903 in Ottawa, Illinois. Oh, that's right by me.
Yeah.
See.
Become one of the most poignant figures in the narrative of the Radium Girls. Catherine's journey into the world of radium began when she was hired by the Radium Dial Company in Ottawa. Like many of her colleagues, she was drawn to the job not just for the pay, which was significantly higher than other factory work, but also for the novelty of working with a substance that seemed magical at the time. Radium, discovered by Marie Curie, was believed to have health benefits, and its luminescence made a popular choice for watch dials. Catherine Wolfe Donahue was initially misdiagnosed with syphilis due to the sores in her mouth. As the years passed, Catherine, like many others, began to suffer from what was initially mysterious ailments. Donahue's maladies increased and worsened. She lost half of her body weight, parts of her jaw fell out, she couldn't eat and became nearly bedridden. A local doctor couldn't diagnose her, but denied that Donahue had radium poisoning. Later, a Chicago doctor confirmed she did. Donahue and some of the other ailing dial painters, one had her arm amputated, decided to sue. They became known as the Society of the Living Dead, reported the April 6, 1938, Springfield, Illinois State Journal. By the time Catherine's symptoms became undeniable, the link between her work and her health was becoming public knowledge, but not without resistance from the companies involved. Catherine died at the age of 35, July 27, 1938, surrounded by family in Ottawa, Illinois. She won the war against worker injustice, but lost her life doing so. Margaret Peg
I was going to
Looney.
say, how can you say syphilis makes your arm needing to be amputated and your jaw falling off? Like, can you imagine the pain of that too?
Oh, it's unbearable to
It's
what
unfathomable.
it's unbearable to what I have in my head, and I'm sure it doesn't even scratch the surface.
Right.
You know?
Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, corporations suck.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So Margaret Peg Looney was born on December 20th, 1904 in Ottawa, Illinois, and the eldest daughter of Michael and Ethel Looney. She had 9 brothers and sisters. She had red hair, was slender, had a voice ever soft, gentle, and low, and was prone to giggling fits. Real quick, my ideal
Sounds like
woman.
you.
My ideal woman. I love redheads, number one.
Soft and low.
And then soft and low.
Tell Missy go dye her hair.
Oh, she'll never do that. She's not fun.
She dyes it blonde.
Yeah, she
She
wouldn't
gets
look good as a
highlights.
redhead.
Who, Missy?
Yeah.
No, agreed. She is white enough.
No, she would not. No, I don't think she would look good.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like aloe or skins, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skins uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Welcome to the Goddard School. Your child's journey to a remarkable future starts here, where our skilled teachers and innovative education program lay the foundation for their success. Learn more at GoddardSchool.com.
What does it mean to move at the speed of AI? It means thinking big and moving fast. It means running like a 10-person team, even if it's just you. With Wix, it's possible. Create a website that's as unique as your business. Launch a new campaign or test new ways to make more money without slowing down. Think it, build it, scale it, all with AI on Wix.
Need to restock inventory, cover seasonal dips, or manage payroll? OnDeck's small business line of credit provides immediate access to funds, up to $200,000, exactly when your business needs it. With flexible draws, transparent pricing, and full control over repayment, you can tackle unexpected expenses without missing a beat. Apply today at ondeck.com, and funds could be available as soon as tomorrow. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans and amounts subject to lender approval.
It's a redhead.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's blonde.
Well,
Stay
yeah.
that way, Missy. Don't listen to this guy.
No, I've never asked her to do that. I'm just saying that she wouldn't.
I'm just saying if she ever listens. don't listen to that guy.
If keyword if Sheila
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
listens.
Yeah. No,
she probably
won't.
stopped it when Brian stopped.
No, she listened, I think, to the first episode and said that my voice is so soothing that she kept falling asleep. Because that's like her safety blanket is my voice.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Or maybe
yeah.
you're just boring.
Maybe. I mean, do you think that people put this on to fall asleep to?
I would.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe.
All right. Well,
Wilson
good
might.
to know. Good to know. Thanks, guys.
Wilson might.
Wilson.
I'll ask him tomorrow when I see him.
Okay.
What's the last voice you hear before you fall asleep?
That's fucking crazy. Because like I don't even like hearing the voice in my head before I fall asleep. Did you know that the voice in your head cannot get louder?
Yeah. Always one volume.
I did a learn the other day, and that's what I learned.
Why does it always sound like it's screaming?
Oh,
Well, it doesn't get louder, but the pressure gets.
Imagination.
There's like a pressure behind it instead.
Yeah.
No, not for you.
Not for me. No, you're just out there,
Yeah. Okay.
and that's why you belong on the podcast.
I'm on the fringes.
You're you are the fringe.
I am the fringe.
You're beyond.
All right. So her fiance was Charles Chuck Hackensmith. Her closest friend was Marie Becker Rossiter, and she was good friends with Catherine Wolfe Donahue. Known to be highly intelligent and scholarly, she aspired to be a school teacher. When Peg was fresh out of high school at the age of 17, she began dial painting at the Radium Dial Company, in part to help earn money for her family. She was drawn to this job for its promise of better wages compared to other available jobs. Darlene Halm, niece of Peg, recalls a time. I can remember my family talking about my aunt bringing home the little vials of radium paint. They would go into their bedroom with the lights off and paint their fingernails, their eyelids, their lips, and they'd laugh at each other because they glowed in the dark. Looney wasn't alone. On their breaks at work, a lot of the painters did the same thing. Some even wore their party dresses to work so they would glow. 6 years later, Looney became sick. Problems had begun much earlier when she had a tooth removed and the sight never healed. She was anemic, couldn't walk from hip pain due to bone degeneration, and her teeth and bits of jawbone were falling out. Her fiancé used to pull her around the neighborhood in a wagon when she was too ill to walk. She collapsed at work one day, and they sent her to a company hospital. My grandparents and her siblings had no say about her going in the company hospital and were not allowed to visit. They were told she had, I can't say that word. Do you guys know that word? Diphtheria? Diphtheria?
Asking the wrong person.
Diphtheria.
All right, diphtheria, and was quarantined.
That's what
Looney
you get when
died.
you're on the Oregon Trail.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
I used to die of that.
I think it's
all the
from
time.
bad water. I don't know. I have to
Alright.
Google it.
Okay.
Google.
Yeah, so Looney died in the hospital on August 14th, 1929. She was only 24 years old. Peg's case is particularly horrifying because of the actions of Radium Dial in the wake of her death. The company wanted to bury her right away, according to Halm. Several family members were at the hospital when she died, although they weren't allowed to see her. One of them refused to allow the company to bury her and insisted she have a Catholic funeral. Radium Dial agreed to autopsy her body and to have the Looney's doctor present for it. But when their doctor arrived, the autopsy was finished. The Looneys were suspicious. They tried to find an attorney to look into Peg's case. No one would take it. Why wouldn't anybody take it? Are they all in the pockets?
Yeah, the lobbies. Yeah. Lobbying should be illegal.
Agree.
Just saying, not to get all political, but damn.
No, I agree. I agree 1,000%.
And yes, diphtheria comes from bacteria-borne illness, usually in water and stuff like that.
In water. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Radium Dial knew what was wrong with Looney. He had known for years. Holmes says the family learned this later and found out the company had hired doctors to examine the painter starting in 1925. They told Looney she was very healthy. They never told her she had tested positive for radiation. There is evidence, particularly in Illinois, that the executives at the Radium Dial Company had the knowledge that the radium was poisoning the women, says Moore. They deliberately lied to the women. God, I just want to punch him in the face.
I mean, this shit is still going on today, though.
Oh, 100%.
Still going on. Yep.
100%.
It's disgusting.
And yes. Frances Helen Spletstocker was born sometime in 1904 in Waterbury, Connecticut. Frances was hired at the Waterbury Clock Company, where she too painted watch dials with radium-laced paint. Like her peers, she was drawn to this job by the novelty of glow-in-the-dark radium and the prestige of making watches that were highly desirable during the post-World War I. Frances began showing symptoms typically of radium poisoning: anemia, jaw deterioration, tooth loss, and severe pain. She was the youngest of the victims to die from radium exposure. Frances passed away on February 25th, 1925, at the young age of approximately 20.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Catherine Schaub was born on March 10th, 1902 in Newark, the second child of Mary, Mammy, and William Schaub. She had an older sister, Josephine, and a younger brother and sister. Her grandparents were German. Catherine began work at the radium factory in Newark on the 1st of February, 1917, at the age of 14. She later became an instructress?
Yep.
All right. Catherine's first symptoms appeared around 1917 with an outbreak of acne, initially misdiagnosed as phosphorus poisoning. By 1923, she began experiencing severe dental issues, including tooth loss and jaw deterioration. Symptoms now recognized as radium jaw. She was described as imaginative and longed to be a writer, later publishing an excerpt of her memoir. Sadly, after her death, her family was said to have burned the complete manuscript, which does not survive. The fight begins by 1927. 5 brave women from New Jersey, led by Grace Fryer, decided to challenge the United States Radium Corporation in court. Their battle was not just for compensation, but for recognition of their suffering. The media, captivated by their story, dubbed them the Radium Girls, bringing national attention to their plight. By 1927, 5 brave women from New Jersey, led by Grace Fryer, decided... Oh, that's duplicated. There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. The legal fight was grueling. The company argued the statute of limitations had expired, but the women's lawyers countered that the harm was ongoing due to the radium still in their bodies. This novel argument caught public and legal interest, turning the case into a landmark for occupational health. Before the case went to jury deliberation in 1928, the USRC settled out of court. Each of the Radium Girls received $10,000, which is equivalent to $184,600 by today's standards.
Not enough.
Not enough. A $600 per year annuity equivalent to $11,000 today, and coverage of all medical and legal expenses.
Yeah, because they're only going to live a few more months and then pass away. So
exactly. This settlement was significantly less than what they initially sought, but represented a landmark victory in recognizing occupational diseases. Although the settlement was financially modest, its implications were vast. It set a precedent for recognizing the long-term effects of occupational exposure to hazardous materials, influencing future labor laws and workplace safety regulations. Many had already succumbed to their illnesses, And for those 5, the money could only ease, not heal their suffering. The Radium Girls story didn't end with their settlement. It led to significant reforms in workplace safety, influencing the creation of OSHA, and setting precedents in toxic tort law. Their courage in facing corporate giants not only highlighted the dangers of unchecked industrial practices, but also underscored the importance of workers' rights and the need for vigilance against new technologies. And unseen perils. God, I'm missing words today.
Was it hard?
Oh, I don't know what's going on. All right, today the tale of the Radium Girls serves as poignant reminder of the human cost behind industrial progress. Their fight for justice, marked by personal tragedy, was left an indelible mark on labor laws, ensuring that no worker's health is ever again sacrificed for profit. Their story, a blend of horror and heroism, continues to inspire and caution, reminding us the battles fought in the shadows of progress. June 4th marks the 96th anniversary of these brave Radium Girls lawsuit that was settled out of court. This remarkable story. As we wrap up today's episode, remember the Radium Girls not just for the horror they endured, but for their courage. They glowed not just from radium, but from the light of justice they sought. This isn't just a ghost story. It's a real-life tale of corporate greed, human resilience, and the quest for truth. Keep your eyes open, because sometimes the scariest stories are the ones hidden in plain sight. Wow, that was fucked up.
I mean, when researching this, you can see the gruesome effects that these women endured with lumps on the side of their jaw the size of footballs, and it's just horrific. And like, if you really take a second, like, this is our grandparents' age. Like, this is not that long ago.
No, it was literally 100 years ago.
Yeah.
It's literally only been a generation and a half ago, if you think about it. You know, like, so maybe not, I'll get on my soapbox for a minute. So, like,
get on that soapbox. Don't get a splinter.
Okay. So even like when people talk about like racism, I go, are you kidding me? The Civil War was 140 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 2 generations. If you live set to 70, that's 2 generations ago was the Civil War, where people actually had fucking slaves. You know? I mean, things don't change in 2 generations, unfortunately. You know, things just don't go away.
Yep.
So, sorry, I'm off.
No, but it's true. And like, I don't know, we have such ADD, especially these days. We forget what was in the news last week, you know? And
right.
It's just wild. Like, you know, people working with what's that stuff that was always in the tile? Asbestos and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, that's fine. Just put that in the floor. It's good.
Right. And
you know, or lead and paint.
Yeah.
And that was 40 years ago?
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't that long ago. That was like when I was born. So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I know, like, I hope I get this right. I'm trying to remember it, but I had a friend who like worked on HVAC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, air conditioners and all of that, and contracted, I think it's Lou Gehrig's or something. It's a lung disease from basically inhaling like the moldy or the wet gases that come out of air conditioners. Like, you know, a job that you wouldn't think is hazardous to your health.
Yeah, it's
generally considered safe.
Yeah, it's not Lou Gehrig's disease.
I thought it was ALS, but maybe not.
Yeah, ALS is Lou Gehrig's disease, right?
Yeah. ALS, I don't think they have like a cause or anything with that yet.
No, they don't.
No cause, no cure, nothing.
That's probably the use of some chemical that we think is safe.
Probably. Yeah, but how did...
I think what you're describing, I think Brian's uncle passed from that.
Yeah,
I can't think of what it is.
The lung thing?
Yeah, because I remember him saying like he got like some type of cancer or something with like lung mold from his work. And he was a police officer.
Wow.
Can't remember what it was.
Sarcoidosis?
I don't know.
No, okay. All right.
It just sounds like a made-up word, but I know it's not, but it doesn't sound like a real word.
I mean, it's not. I just made it up on the spot.
Oh, okay. Good job.
Yay.
Scrabble, count it.
It's a triple and a double score.
Yeah, there you go.
Miss Bree, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna have nightmares for sure about this stuff because, like, it's the fact that it's happened in real life and like the whole like random jaw. I keep saying random. Can I
Radium.
radium jaw? That part, like, it's just going through that pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's like torture in my head. So it
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. These girls are just like their strength and like trying to fight this while fighting what they're going through.
Yeah, like, can you imagine taking on a corporate giant, like they're saying, while you're sick? That's just, wow. That's bravery.
Yeah, and plus they don't play fair, We
No.
all know that.
They have deep pockets, and, you're just a little guy that they just try to hush up.
Yeah. There is speaking of big corporation, what's the really big construction corporation in Illinois? Oh, God.
Like high-rise type of construction?
Just general contractor construction. What is that name? I can't remember the name. But and I'm not sure if they still do this, but they used to do this, and my best friend's family company was, whatchamacallit, was done in by this. So they would get like small companies to bid out work to. And if they hired these small companies, what they would do is they would pay them half up front and then half at the end of the project. Well, they would never pay the second half. So when they went to court, they had such deep pockets, they would just keep extending the court date.
Yeah, wow. I do vaguely remember hearing about something like that.
Yeah.
They better not still be doing it. If it came out in the news, they'd be out of business, maybe.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
but my best friend's
probably hired by the dailies.
Company. Yes. I can't remember the name of the company. Anyway. So, I mean, yeah.
The cancer that his uncle passed from was esophageal cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Esophageal.
Yeah, does that sound familiar with that?
Maybe. I'll have to check with my sister, but yeah, still, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Lynette, anything else to add?
Note.
Yeah, anything else to add to this heartwarming story?
If your work tells you to put something in your mouth, say no, even if it's a pizza party.
What if you work at a brothel?
Well, you
And
still might get sick from that too. So
Porn star.
Still might get sick from that too. It's a work hazard. OSHA. Call OSHA.
What if you're like you work at like a popsicle or a sucker plant and you're supposed to test them?
You would
You
you
can't
trust
put your mouth
taste
in.
testing new flavors after this story?
I mean, candy? Free candy?
You are
What's
a
in the
little
back
kid.
of the van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, mister, what's this white van doing here? Oh, it's full of candy.
Puppies.
Come on in.
Candies and puppies.
Yeah. Oh, Brie. How you have not been abducted, I don't know.
No.
I
So
don't
when
know.
the time actually does come, I do actually have common sense. It's just I talk about it now, but when like people come up to me like, "Hey, I got this," you look strange. I'm gonna walk away.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all.
Have you ever seen those videos of like parents testing their kids and they're like, okay, so if
Yeah.
a stranger comes up to you in a van and says, I have puppies or I have candy, what do you say? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
No. Or yes. No, that's not what you say. Oh, yes, please. Nope, still wrong.
That's awesome. All right. Well, that's it for this episode.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening. My name is Frank.
My name is Brie.
And this is Lynette.
And you've been listening to Fringe.
Dion.
Your business is one of a kind, so your website should be too. With Wix, it's easy. Almost too easy to create a website that's perfectly yours. Just tell AI what kind of site you want to build or choose from thousands of templates. Change whatever you want, whenever you want, and get everything you need to start running your business your way. No matter what you sell or what you aspire to be, you can do it all yourself on Wix. Go to Wix.com.